the dado light. This is the key light, as you can see approaching, and next to it is the backlight, which is also a dado light as well. So as you can see throughout the darkness, we are just about to set up the key light. The dado light first set up, and now we're just adjusting it to make sure it looks just absolutely right. As you can see, it's a bit too bright right now, just bringing it back down to just to the right amount, so we can get the better colours in there and whatnot as his facial features. It still keeps going down quite a bit, quite up. But just to get it right, you've got to have the right texture between them. And as you can see now, we're moving the camera a lot more forwards. Just to show, as you can see on the facial features and whatnot, that yes, then it is a little bit too bright, but it's still good. Just what you're supposed to need. Just showing how the facial features work in general. Now we're just adjusting the lighting on the key light to make sure that it looks absolutely just the right way it should be. So right now we're just adjusting it a bit too light, and then we've brought it back in to make it a lot more nicer. And a better finish on there as well. So now after setting the key light, we're now moving on to the backlight. And with the backlight, what it's supposed to do is empower the shadow to make it look more prominent. The fact that Cameron himself is obviously the model. Cameron has started by opening up the actual stand. As he does, he's spreading out the legs, making sure that he can get the stand to a state where he'll be able to put it on the ground and place it properly. He's then tied it to make sure it stays in place. As he has now put it down, he's decided afterwards to obviously extend the stand, in which he will be doing. After extending the stand, he is now getting the dado light to place on top of the actual device itself, the stand. Doing so, firmly putting it in place. He's now going to plug in the power pack. As he plugs the XLR cable into the other one, he then places the power pack on the stand itself. He's now gripping it. He's actually just taking it all out so he can then plug it in. So at this stage, Cameron's opened up the barn doors of the dado light. After doing that, he's checked the light to make sure that it actually works. As well with that, he's making sure the structure and everything's fine, everything's standing up well. And as well as that, he's tested the light to make sure. He's also gripped it. He's gripped the actual power pack itself and put it onto the stand, which is really good. Yep, okay, and that's everything done.